YouTube, what is going on, Lakers family? In today's video, we have some exciting news involving my Los Angeles Lakers. Well, today, Brian Windhorst of ESPN basically suggests point guard Terry Rozier as a potential Lakers trade target. Now, I will say the Lakers are expected to make a move before the February 8th trade deadline, which I do agree with. We need to make a trade ASAP, we cannot wait any longer. The team is struggling. We're 20-21, with a 10th seed in the Western Conference, and we're 4-6 in the last 10 games. So, I feel like the Lakers will make a trade. It's not about if, it's about when. It can happen as I'm recording the video, it can happen tomorrow, it can happen this week, we just never know. The Lakers haven't been able to build on that ever since we made it to the Western Conference Finals last season, getting swept by the Denver Nuggets 4-0. You know, players have been in and out of lineups, out of rotation, and coach rotations have been terrible. So, I feel like the Lakers will make a trade. But I will say the franchise has been linked to every big name you could think of, stars like Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, etc. Even DeJounte Murray and Zach LaVine have been linked to the Lakers. The Lakers are always about getting stars, and I feel like the Lakers could use another star. But if we cannot get DeJounte Murray or Zach LaVine, then let's get Terry Rozier. He's a bucket, he's someone who could create offense. He could create his own shot, and whenever LeBron James and Anthony Davis's shots are not falling, he could help us score. He'll be a scoring threat. Now, I will say, Brian Windhorst of ESPN believes Lakers GM Rob Pelinka should take a look at a player that he was interested in last year. He was interested in him last year from the Charlotte Hornets. His comments come via the Brian Windhorst and the Hoop Collective podcast. So he basically quotes this: "I'm calling the Charlotte Hornets right now, I'm inquiring about Terry Rozier. I'm at least checking to see if he might be available at a significantly lower cost." Brian Windhorst said, "Because I think that he's a guy who would give you a lot of the stuff you would need on this team, and he wouldn't cost you as much as getting a Zach LaVine. He's making around damn near $40 million this season, and you would have to sell the farm to get a Zach LaVine. You would have to gut your depth, so I don't think the Lakers should do that. And I would say it's not a big splash, but I feel like he'll be an under-the-radar trade, and he's very underrated. He's not really talked about much, of course, because the Charlotte Hornets are one of the worst teams in the league. They're so bad, they're currently on a 5-game losing streak. Their record is 8-29, they're the 13th seed in the Eastern Conference, and they're 1-9 in the last 10 games. So, I think this is very interesting, and Rob Pelinka has long held an interest in Terry Rozier. Mark Stein reported this: the Lakers' interest in Charlotte Hornets Terry Rozier back in October of 2022, long before they ended up adding DeAndre Russell at the NBA trade deadline last season. Now, the Lakers have been interested in Charlotte Hornets point guard Terry Rozier as a potential headliner in a Westbrook trade. It's not the news, Mark Stein reported. You will recall that this Substack has been writing since April about LA's interest in the former Celtic in a potential Westbrook-centric trade discussion with Charlotte. Terry Rozier does have playoff experience, he's played alongside Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So I feel like he'll be able to perform under the bright lights. There's a lot of expectations for the Lakers. But he's having a solid season, a strong season with the Charlotte Hornets. He's producing, he's averaging damn near 24 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, and 6.8 assists, shooting efficiently from the field 45.7% and shooting 36.9% from the three-point line. So he's currently in the second year of a 4-year $96 million deal, earning an average of $24 million per year for the Charlotte Hornets. He's going to become an unrestricted free agent in 2026, so he's young, he's 29 years of age, he's a veteran, and he could play both point guard and shooting guard. But I will say, Terry Rozier has also proven he can be a secondary and tertiary option during his time with the Charlotte Hornets. He's often played behind LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward on Charlotte Hornets' hierarchy and still finds his way to be a positive influence on the team. Nevertheless, a potential move for Terry Rozier would likely spell the end of DeAndre Russell's tenure with the Los Angeles Lakers, and Rob Pelinka would likely want to move on from the veteran guard before bringing in T-Roy to the Los Angeles Lakers because we have a logjam to avoid. A logjam, that's what I meant, right? Not to say we have a logjam to avoid a logjam, if you get what I'm trying to say. T-Roy would be an ideal fit next to LeBron James. I cannot speak, I'm just so excited. But I would say he'd be an ideal fit next to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And he's been able to make a lot better, facilitate, and he has been able to prove that he could play next to stars without stealing their shine. And he provides production on both sides of the court. Figuring out what it would take to pry him from the Charlotte Hornets could be difficult because T-Roy has been solid insurance for whenever LaMelo Ball has been dealing with injuries or whatever the case may be. Fortunately for Rob Pelinka, the Lakers have lots of young talent on this roster, which they could offer, and that could be enough to get Mitch Kupchak and the Charlotte Hornets front office to pick up the phone for a T-Roy. Right, I don't want to include picks, but maybe the Lakers can get a Miles Bridges from the Charlotte Hornets. You guys let me know in the comments section, what do you guys think of this news? Do you think the Lakers would add T-Roy to the Los Angeles Lakers? In my personal opinion, I wouldn't mind it. I've made so many videos on T-Roy in my previous videos on this channel. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video, drop a like on my previous videos I uploaded on the channel. Subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so you get notified for future Lakers content, and follow my socials. The link will be in the description or in the comments section. I might even pin it. And also, we're on the road to 3K subs. But I'm out of here. Peace.